Rooftop gardens provide a green haven in the middle of concrete jungle and are frequently found perched atop buildings in metropolitan settings. By making advantage of underutilized rooftop space, these raised green areas turn bare surfaces into verdant gardens. Rooftop gardens optimize land efficiency and offer several advantages to society and the environment by utilizing vertical space. In addition to being aesthetically pleasing, rooftop gardens are essential for reducing the negative impacts of urbanization. They mitigate the urban heat island effect by acting as natural insulators that lower heat absorption. Rooftop gardens help create a more sustainable urban environment by lowering ambient temperatures, which in turn reduces the demand for air conditioning and saves energy. Rooftop gardens also act as accelerators for the preservation of urban biodiversity. In the middle of sprawling concrete, these green spaces offer home for insects, birds, and other species, promoting ecological equilibrium. Additionally, growing a variety of plant species in rooftop garden increases urban biodiversity and encouraged pollination, both of which improves ecosystem health overall. Rooftop gardens have social and economic benefits in addition to environmental ones. They give local access to recreational areas where they may unwind, engage in leisure pursuits, and host social events. Furthermore, rooftop gardens may be used for urban agriculture, which makes it possible to grow fresh vegetables in crowded areas. This not only promotes food security but also stimulates local economies by creating employment opportunities and reducing dependence on imported goods. The ability of roof gardens to create jobs is among the most obvious advantage of rooftop gardens, particularly in crowded metropolitan settings. A flourishing rooftop garden sector may create job possibilities for people of all skills levels, from gardeners to maintenance personnel, designers, and suppliers of gardening equipment. These positions boost local communities in addition to lowering unemployment. Urban agriculture might undergo a revolution thanks to rooftop gardening, which would increase food security and lessen dependency on imported foods. Rooftop gardens can reduce transportation expenses and carbon emissions related to food delivery by growing fruits, vegetables, and herbs nearby. Additionally, growing organic fruit encourages better lifestyles, which eventually lowers healthcare expenses. Well planned rooftop gardens have the potential to grow into popular destinations for both residents and visitors, which would benefit the hospitality sector. Unique experiences and expensive views of the city skyline may be found at rooftop bars, restaurants, and even earn revenues surrounded by beautiful flora. In addition to promoting tourism, these kinds of business enhance the general energy and the allure of the metropolitan environment. Rooftop garden properties are more expensive because of their visual attractiveness, environmental advantage, and recreational possibilities. The incorporation of green areas into urban environment raises the market value of residential and commercial buildings by making them more desirable. Thus, both homeowners and real estate developers find rooftop gardens to be profitable investment. Because of the urban heat island effect, temperature in cities are frequently higher than in rural regions. As natural insulators, rooftop plants minimize ambient temperatures by minimizing heat absorption. These green areas improve communities' vulnerability by lowering heat island impacts, lowering air conditioning energy use, and lowering heat related health hazards. Because they release oxygen into the atmosphere and absorb carbon dioxide, plants are essential for air purification. By filtering out pollutants and particulate matter, rooftop gardens improve the quality of air in the metropolitan areas. Since cleaner air lowers the prevalence of respiratory illness and improves general well being, this has important public health ramifications. Conventional roofs exacerbate floods and water pollution in metropolitan areas by contributing to stormwater runoff. On the other hand, by absorbing rainfall, rooftop gardens lessen the strain on drainage system and lower the danger of flooding. These green areas support sustainable water management techniques and aid in recharging groundwater supplies by collecting and filtering rainfall. Governments at the local and national levels can be crucial in encouraging the use of rooftop gardens together in association with NGOs since they understand their main advantages. Private investment in rooftop gardens can be encouraged by policy initiatives including tax breaks, green infrastructure subsidies, and zoning laws requiring the inclusion of green areas in the construction plans. Public private partnerships may also help public buildings, schools, and hospitals create green rooftops and community gardens. Simply, rooftop gardens can offer a sustainable answer to the problem posed by quickly urbanizing civilization like India by combining environmental care with economic health. India can boost job development, improve food security, encourage tourism, and lessen environmental damage by utilizing these green spaces. Furthermore, rooftop gardens promote resilient cities for both the current and future generation by exemplifying the ideas of inclusive growth. Rooftop gardens show the ecological preservation and economic advancement are not antagonistic but rather complementing endeavors as our nation forges ahead on its road towards sustainable development. Also, a contribution towards mental health. Rooftop gardens with a wide diversity of beautiful flowers can have soothing impact on the mind of children, senior citizens and those who are suffering from anxiety and depression. People working from home can work towards building the rooftop garden which adds to the diversity of daily life and adds to the color, the ecological bliss and the bliss of pollinators coming to the rooftop, thereby adding to the additional ecological services that the metropolitan areas can provide by improving the quality of the environment, the biodiversity, and other related beauties of the natural ecosystem that could be re-established once again in our city environment and the urban landscape. The concrete jungle that has been impacting the quality of city life due to degradation of environment and ecology could be sustained and revegetated through the application of rooftop gardens. The wide diversity of ornamental plants, crops, vegetables, medicinal plants, home gardens, kitchen gardens could be incorporated in the roof garden, and together then they can help in the process of attracting a wide diversity of pollinators like bees which are now showing an alarming decline. It could be a wonderful expertise from the part of the citizens within the city to work together towards a common goal in achieving pollination, ecological services, in bettering the ecosystem, as well as adding to the diversity of the city life and enriching the quality of your life by growing plants on the rooftop with wide biodiversity of this and a range of spectrum of colors, shapes, varieties of plants and their produce which could be organically grown and can be an addition to the city's manifestation and promise for creating better environment and a society. Shoykot Kumar Basu, Bureau Report, Kalinga Chronicle TV.